Hey everyone. Are you ready to be inspired? The Stand is a new show where we invite amazing people to talk about their lives and how they got where they are. You will hear stories of overcoming challenges, finding success, and making a difference. The Stand show is not just about being entertained. It is about being inspired to reach your own goals. Join me, Purity Andrews, and others from your favorite team of change, Team Stand Liberia, hosting amazing guests who will share their stories through a circle of mentorship on KMTV Channel 3. We've got new episodes every Fridays and Saturdays, so mark your calendars. The Stand Show. Welcome everyone to the Stand Show. I know you have been waiting for this moment for a very long time, but here we are. I am your host, Purity F. Andrews, and I'm so excited to be here with you. Our goal is to share positive and helpful ideas that will help you stand strong in life. Today we are going to be talking about something very important no matter the age, how to save money and how to invest it. And for our very first show, we have a special guest who has done amazing things in the money and business world and in my own life as well. Please welcome Mr. Patrick Andrews, CEO of Smart Traders International Liberia. Welcome, Mr. Andrews.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. Okay, so before we dive into our topic about saving and investments, can you please share your journey, because there are a lot of people that might not know your full story. So can you share your journey with us, those tough times, big moments, or key lessons that helped shape you?
Thank you very much. As I've said, I'm glad to be here. I'm excited. And let me just say that the journey is a long journey, but we're going to make it a little narrow, for the sake of time. Okay, we got into the business world. I first started to invest in my wife, and then we had a provision shop that would run for several years. And then having interest in the business or the business career, I was thinking a lot, how can I get involved in the business world, more especially as a Liberian. How can we get involved? How can I or do business differently? And so one thing that I had problem with was to get the business idea, the business opportunity, the investment opportunity. Every business person needs an investment opportunity. You could get all of the money. If you don't have that business idea or the business opportunity, it becomes difficult. So I have to do a lot of research. It took me a long time in making those research. But at the end of the day, there is a saying that business people stump on opportunity. They look for opportunity, and that's how I stumped on an opportunity. On a trip traveling, I met a group of Liberians, both men and women. That was a CC time, and they were discussing, and some of them felt so bad because of some situation they were going through. And then fortunately for me, there was a lady sitting by me, and she was expressing, things that she'd been going through, the hard times and hustles in the business. And I was like, wow. And then I asked, what actually are you involved with? And she said she was into the hair and hair products business. She take hair from Nigeria, from China, and what have you. But then she explained a lot of things. And at times they said they go through a lot of losses. Oh, you got to buy plane ticket. You got to go, when you get to Nigeria or whatsoever part of the world they were getting the hair, you got to rent hotel, you got to get people that carry you around, and all of these things cost money. And by the time they come with a little hair, and then the product or the goods they bring will not be able to get all of the money, but yet it became their work because there's nothing else they could do. And that was an opportunity for me.
Wow.
And so I asked her, so if the group of women or men, both men and women that are doing the hair business in Liberia, if you got a company that can bring in the hair by containers, back to back, how do you think about it? And she was like, wow, where do you get this dream from? And I said, well, I think if this is good, I can make it.
Right.
And then we discussed about it, and I got her number, and so from there I pick up the hair business.
Wow.
When I first went, the first thing is I wanted to do the business on a different level. Like they go and bring it by bags and other things, and even they haven't seen any hair factory in the world. They just go to local dealers. So I targeted hair factories, and searching for hair factories wasn't easy. And I got one. The first one I got, I went there and I negotiated, and I was like, I want a 40-feet container of hair and hair products. And when they brought the plan, the capital that I had to invest, it was like $150,000. And I didn't have that kind of money. I didn't even have $25,000. So I told them, what if I put down $10,000? They said, no, that can't work. So why can't you go to some of our, local distributors so you can buy hair from them and you carry it? And I told them, no, I don't want it like that because that's what other people were doing, and I wanted to change.
Okay.
And from one thing to another, I came back with just a carton less than $100 worth of hair.
Wow.
And that's how I started.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
On my following trip, I went back to the factory and told them the story, but then I have arranged with a bank here that could help me. So when I told them, I said, what if my bank come in to proxy for this hair, and then you people give me, now through the bank, I will be able to pay you people. And then they said, well, bring us the bank document. I will not call the name of the bank, but then I went to the bank and they gave me every necessary document that could back my business. And when I took it there, it was boom, everything was fine.
Wow.
And that's how I brought in the first 40-feet container. And then from that time up to now, from one carton, we have 3 stores in Liberia now. One of the stores, our biggest store, is at the Dupo Road Junction. We got a Carware and we got an Omega. So that's how I started. I got into the hair and hair products business.
Wow, that is so amazing. It wasn't easy for you, I know, but this is to tell you that as long as you have passion for something, you are definitely going to achieve your goals.
Sure.
Once you set your mind to something, you are going to make it.
Right.
Let's take a break to be right back, and we'll dive into our first set of questions about savings and investments.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Right.
Okay.
Hey everyone. Are you ready to be inspired? The Stand is a new show where we invite amazing people to talk about their lives and how they got where they are. You will hear stories of overcoming challenges, finding success, and making a difference. The Stand Show is not just about being entertained. It is about being inspired to reach your own goals. Join me, Purity Andrews, and others from your favorite team of change, Team Stand Liberia, hosting amazing guests who will share their stories through a circle of mentorship on KMTV Channel 3. We've got new episodes every Fridays and Saturdays, so mark your calendars. The Stand Show. Welcome back from the break, and thanks for staying with us. And if you are just joining, you're welcome. I can assure you that you are in the very right place. So, Mr. Andrews, thank you so much for sharing your inspiring journey with us.
Thank you.
We were not the only one inspired,
You're
but
welcome.
those that are watching, they were also inspired. So, diving into our first question about saving and investment. You know, as the head of Smart Traders International, you work with money every day. Yeah. So how can you explain the difference between simply saving money and investing money? For someone just learning about money, how can you explain the difference between simply saving money and investing money?
Okay, that's a very good topic,
Yeah.
and I love it a lot.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I would just go back to a day we call normal day. That was before the war in this country. And then Liberian as a whole, the only thing they believe in was saving. Okay.
Yeah.
If they want to build a house, they want to buy a car, they want to do a business, they will save over years. And we didn't have the idea of investment until after 1990 war. A new generation of Liberians started to get into the business world. And then this is how we start to learn about investment. Even up to now, there are let's actually say that almost 75% of the the population may not know the importance of investment.
Right.
Okay. But let's first say, let me start the topic with of the saving. Saving in a sense is like locking your money out. In another word, or impressing your money or jailing your money. Okay. Oh, investment in another word is like making your money working for you to bring in more money.
Right.
So let's look at saving. Let's assume or saving has some down part. It has a good part of it. All right,
Yeah.
and it goes along with hard risk. It goes along with some level of risk, but there is a secure or a surety security in saving, and that is what everybody's love. Let's say you got $100 and you got it to the bank, and then the bank is saving the $100 for you. This money is not growing at all. If the bank is saving that $100 for a year, the bank is using that $100 to give to business people credit or and they get interest. It could be, I just say $100 for example, but it could be $1,000 or $1,000,000. Once you are not ready to invest it, the bank want to use that money, and that is what they call using other people's money. And investors take advantage of that. Investor takes advantage of that. Every good investor loves to use other people's money to get rich or to get wealthy. They use the poor people money because the poor people do not know how to invest. But the poor people are the ones that have most of the money in the bank because they believe in working. So they take the money to the bank, just as they take the money there, the investor or the entrepreneur part behind the door and take the money from the bank and use this money. So in short, saving money is good, but it got a very bad side. You don't make profit, it's not going to bring money to you. It's like you have your money and you lock it up. So if you lock it up for 10 years, if you go there, you will see that $100 there, the simple $100. Let's say you put it under your pillowcase, one way of saving it, or you put it under your pillow, or in your drawer in the house. And you're just hoping that anytime you come from out or wherever you check and that money is there. And after 6, 7 months, you go back, you see the same $100. But you know why? After 1 year, oh sure, the time you kept the money for, things that you were buying for $100 at that time, when you reach this year, after 2, 3 years, if $100 will get you a cake of soap, now this year $100 cannot get you a cake of soap anymore.
Exactly.
Because of inflation. So it's better to invest the $100. When you investing that money, it's going along the trench. So at the breaking money, when things prices are going up, you're going up with it. When things prices are coming down, it comes down with it. Okay, so that is the side of saving money. Saving money is not good for the modern day. But equally so, We got temporary saving. Let's say I am a businessman. Every business person, every investor, every entrepreneur must have a bank account.
Yeah.
Because taking your money home with you is where most people make mistake. When you take the money home with you after selling, and then you say, okay, I'm going to keep my money because I don't trust the bank or what have you. At the end of the day, what happens? Maybe thief comes or rats eats the money, and after that, you can't hold anybody for that. So saving money on the other side is risky, but it's secure. And that what more, let's say 80% of the people love to save the money. But as you save the money, mind you, if you got the money this year, 2025, and you're saving it, 2026, 2027, the money, the rate of the money is going to drop. It's going to drop. $100 or $200 cannot buy things that you used to buy during the time you save it. So that is the risk, or the risky part of saving money. On the other hand, investment, yes. Investment is one of the good things for every investor, every young people to do. So as you save the money temporarily, try to take it out and invest it into something tangible, into something that will bring you money. Yeah. An investment is like let me just give you a little scenario, a simple scenario investment. Okay. You know the corn, a pod of corn is like all a grain of rice, okay? The farmer are the best investor. So if you got the farmer's idea, then you can be a good investor. What I mean by the farmer's idea, what happened here is, let's say the man got a pod of corn or few pods of corns, and then these corns, instead of eating it or keeping it, he decided to plant this corn. When he decided to plant this corn, though it's going to take time, so he's going to catch hard time. But just imagine after 6-7 months, those corns are going to bring up a lot of corns. Yeah. 2-3 pods of corn will bring up a lot of corns. So if you have, you're going to bring branches of corn, and then that one pod will give you 1 million seeds. And that 1 million seeds, when you plant it the next time, it's going to triple. And that's how investment look like. So investing money is like planting the money. It's like planting a tree. Along the way, there are tough times. It's not smooth. And the risk is one of the risky things to invest, because if you are investing before you invest, the first thing is you have to find a very good opportunity. Yeah. What you want to invest in. Because if you just invest randomly, or because you see somebody making money in this thing and you just invest, you don't study it, definitely you put your money at risk. Okay, another way that I call the investment, another or scenarios I have for this is like, let's say someone gave you $1,000 and you want to invest the $1,000. $1,000 have 100, 10. 100 times 10 give you $1,000, right? So each $100 represent a soldier. We call that the business, in the business world too, we call it the economic soldier. Yeah. Okay. Each dollar represents a soldier in your army. And you're sending 10 of them to war. So what you do, since you have 10 pieces, you are not sending the whole 10, the $10,000, let's say $1,000 to war. You're going to keep $500 and then send $500 in front. There are 5 soldiers. Those 5 soldiers are going to the war front to arrest other soldiers, look for prisoners of war, bring them to you. So as they bring them, let's say you invested $500 to the war front. When I say war front, it's like those guys, those dollars, each of them on the market, they are hustling for another, to beat down and bring some money to you. So they will bring back money. Those money they bring in, they build your capital. They build your capital. And then you invest another one again. But what I compare it to the army is because the money you invest in, they are taking risk. They are at risk. So each soldier, which represent $100, could pass out in a war. They could capture that $100, then to $400 is coming back without a prisoner. So you have to study that your money capture more money in the world.
Yeah.
So you have to get your money have to be attractive. So investment is about growing what you have, and the best way you can grow what you have is keep investing. As you get profit, you put the profit in, and the rest of it. That's the best way.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I just learned something from saving and investment. I
Yeah.
hope you did too, because that was so amazing. Okay. So why is it important for young people to understand both saving and investment, especially in their early lives? And what are those benefits for them in the future?
Okay. Saving and investment for young people is very important. Very, very important. And I hope that they were teaching this in school. But one thing that I know, they don't teach people how to make money in school. They only teach you, they tell you about go to school, learn more, better your life or get a good job, be a good citizen. But the good things to do is to teach the young people how to invest, how to make money. And the only way you can make money is by investing what you have. Though it is risky, but you're going to learn the risky side and then the safe side. And investment, one thing about investment is as you're going along, you are learning. You are learning each day. And there is no investors in the world that will tell you they never fail. You got to fail many times. You got to wake up many times until you grab the idea about that business you're getting involved in. So, all in all, saving is important for young people, but equally so, they should learn about investment a lot. Because saving is one thing that this brought us back to the topic of saving and investment again. Saving is one thing that you put $100 here and you keep it here, or certain amount you keep it here, you cover it for a long time, you come back, you're meeting that exact money from there. That exact money is what you're going to meet on the table or in your drawer or wherever you are saving, or even if it is at a bank. And the bank is the worst place, because if you kept the $100 there for 1 month, let's say 1 year, by the time you go back to the bank, they are giving you either $80 or $75 because you're paying the bank for keeping your money. So saving idea, temporary saving is great, but the biggest thing is to invest, because 100 years, you keep $100, nothing plus, nothing. Most especially, you're going to drop. You're going to lose weight. You're going to lose value. It will not increase. You're going to lose. It will continue to lose value. So saving is one thing, but it should be temporary. But investment is the greatest way to life.
He's not saying that saving is not good. He's saying that saving is good, but don't forget to what?
Invest.
To invest. Exactly. You know, some people, they find investing a bit scary.
Yeah.
So what are some common mistakes you see people make when it comes to investment? And what are some smart steps we can take in order to avoid those mistakes?
Okay, investment as a whole, you got to get a mindset. You have to get a business mindset. You got to get strong heart. Because let's assume you got the only $10,000 here. You've been suffering for long, and one way or the other you were able to get $10,000. Or you've been working to a certain area for a certain time, and then they pay you off, and you're able to get $10,000. And you're thinking, say, if I put the $10,000 in this business, what if this happens? What if I lost my $10,000? If you get this mindset, you won't grow. Investment is about risk. You should have the mindset, you should take the risk, but not just the risk, a random risk. We call something we call professional risk. You should have studied about it, ask people who are into the business before you can invest.
Yeah. Okay. So we are having a very beautiful discussion about saving and investment. But when we be back, we're going to talk about something very deeper. And feel free to comment because that will keep us going. Let's take a break to be right back. Hey everyone. Are you ready to be inspired? The Stand is a new show where we invite amazing people to talk about their lives and how they got where they are. You will hear stories of overcoming challenges, finding success, and making a difference. The Stand Show is not just about being entertained. It is about being inspired to reach your own goals. Join me, Purity Andrews, and others from your favorite team of change, Team Stand Liberia, hosting amazing guests who will share their stories through a circle of mentorship on KMTV Channel 3. We've got new episodes every Fridays and Saturdays, so mark your calendars. The Stand Show. Welcome back again from the break. As I said earlier, we are having a very beautiful discussion. Our show is called The Circle of Mentorship, and today we are having a father and a daughter talk.
Wow.
That's a special kind of mentorship.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
I love to hear that.
Thank you. We know about money, right? But how do parents and mentors invest in young people's life? Mr. Andrew.
Yeah. Okay. So there are many ways that we can invest in our children. And there are many ways mentor can invest into the children. Just for typical example, from where Mr. Zucker has brought you from to where you are today, that I'm a proud fighter sitting before you and you interview me, I'm overwhelmed, I'm overexcited. That's another point on investment. This investment is not physical, but it pays a lot.
Yeah.
That's one way of investment. The next investment is to make the children to go to school, make sure that they learned whatever they need, whatever support they need, that will further their education, because that's the only thing as parents you got to give them. That's one of the best of the investment, because when children growing up, I wouldn't be brave to give you $50,000 and say I'm investing this money into you, but I can spend more than $50,000 supporting your ideas, supporting your education. If I see a vision, if I see a passion in you, I should support it all the way to the higher height.
Right.
So you should never underestimate the child that I can spend that kind of money if the child fails. But remember that there's no one fails in life. And besides, if you fail, it's another point of learning.
Yeah.
The child that failed in a class 2-3 times is more smarter than the ones that passed through the same year, because he had learned something over and over, and he or she not going to forget it. So failure is part of life. But the best thing to do with our children is to make sure that we invest in them, and then teach them about saving, the difference between saving in the modern world and investment in the modern world. And if we all learn about investment and we start to invest the little we have, Liberia will give a better turning point tomorrow, because we won't need people from other countries to control our economy. So it is very important to teach the young forces that are coming out about investment, about saving, so that they will take over tomorrow. Thank you.
You're welcome. Teach us about savings and investment. That
Right.
is very great. And for young people watching, what are what are some important things besides money that they can they can save besides money?
Okay, I would say save your character. Save your character. And we're talking about investment, we're talking about the business world, we're talking about saving. All has to do with your character.
Yeah.
Because your reputation that you're building today, that you start to build from your childhood, is someone entrusted you with something and you took care of it properly. That, of course, help to build up your character tomorrow. So I would say for young people, because in the business world, everything is not about money. Everything is not about money. I got people entrusting me with a lot of goods that I didn't pay from Nigeria, from China, and even the bank. So, but when they entrust me with their goods or their money, the first thing I do is, no matter what happened, my first sale, I'm send that money back to the people. The last piece of item that left there is my profit. So with this credibility that you have built, it will give them the courage to promote you. So the advice I have for young people is to be reputable in life. They should build their character and do away with, mistrust. So that's the advice I got for you as well.
Thank you. You have heard it all. Do away with what? Bad character.
Right.
Your
And build your good character.
beautiful. Thank you so much. It was an honor having you here today. We felt so inspired. The Stan Show was not the only one inspired, but those that are watching, I guess you all are very inspired. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for being our very first guest.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate that so much. And to my wonderful audience, thank you for tuning with us here. Join us next time for another optimistic discussion.
Thank you.
Until then, keep standing strong.
And I hope to be here one of these days again. I'm so excited.
Okay, so before we go, can we do our branding action?
Okay.
It goes like this: the Stan Show.
Wow.
Can we do
Okay.
it together, right? 1, 2, 3, go.
Those things sure.
Perfect. Thank you. Hey everyone. Are you ready to be inspired? The Stand is a new show where we invite amazing people to talk about their lives and how they got where they are. You will hear stories of overcoming challenges, finding success, and making a difference. The Stand Show is not just about being entertained. It is about being inspired to reach your own goals. Join me, Purity Andrews, and others from your favorite team of change, Team Stand Liberia, hosting amazing guests who will share their stories through a circle of mentorship on KMTV Channel 3. We've got new episodes every Fridays and Saturdays, so mark your calendars. The Stand Show.